accept that there's no getting off. So we're living, just gotta go with it, 'cause this ride's never gonna stop. Break down, don't you break down. No need to break down, no need at all. Because
Hi everyone, it's Amelia Duran, your host in the Porthole to Justice. It is June 2nd, 2017, and I'm coming up for some air. Oh boy, I have not stopped working, literally. I think I finally took a bath. I laugh when I'm nervous. So, this case that I'm working on, it's really challenging, but I never back down from a challenge. So there's no giving up. I have written a statement of facts, an affidavit, a timeline of events, and I've gotten it out to the mom. And so I can come on the show and kind of chat with you guys a little bit. And I've since this whole event occurred, I've been advocating on this case for quite some time. But since this major event occurred of the removal of the child, I've gotten a lot of criticism from other parents and advocates that I wasn't working fast enough. I want to just kind of share with people what's involved with advocating. And when there's trauma, when the parents are traumatized as well, and they can't articulate their thoughts. They often, they have emotional upheavals, and my job is to get the facts together and follow the proper protocols and procedures that are involved with getting them on the record and getting them filed with the proper authorities. So that's my job. And when there's trauma involved, there's a lot of criticism, and I have to just keep my nose focused into the grindstone and just do the work that is in front of me and tackle one task at a time. I can't get wrapped up in the whirlwind of all of the gossip and the criticism and all of that, because if I do that, then I wouldn't be actually doing the work that is required to assist these parents with being reunited with their children, or the children being reunited with the parents. So that being said, and I had to come up for some air. So I just wanted to tell everybody, and let's see, what else? What else is going on? Oh my gosh. It's raining here where I'm at, and it's actually like literally raining here where I'm at in my office. And thundering outside. It's thundering outside, but the rain is coming in my office. Hopefully maintenance will come over here and help me out with that. But I love the rain and thunderstorms here. It's really, really nice. And then, people ask me, well, what qualifies you to do this kind of work? I went through probably about 4 years of legal battles, and I took my case all the way to federal court, and my child was returned. So I had to... It's like, okay. Yeah, it rains really, really heavy here. So, so I got my son returned, and I've been very instrumental with assisting parents with reuniting in the Porthole to Justice, and I've had them on the show as guests. And so the other thing is, I guess, you want to say something? You like the rain here too? You like the rain? I don't know. I'm trying to, and I'm like, what's going on with me right now? I'm not hungry. We're dry and we're happy. And I'm hoping to be getting a kitty here, which is going to be something different. But yeah, I've assisted with other families, and I don't, the work I do is very involved, and it involves a lot of focus. So I will kind of drop off the map sometimes, and the parents get nervous or whatever, but I'm usually writing, and I write quite a bit. Writing legal documents, I have to check my facts, and often, make sure that it's in line with the policies and procedures that are in place when it involves children. And so, yeah, so that's what I do. And, but the real credit goes to the parents, because the parents that manage to pull it together and actually implement the protocols and implement the tools that I provide them with, those are the parents that are usually successful. And so I just want to come on and say that. I mean, as far as what qualifies me for doing the work that I do, I'm not sure. I think what qualifies me is the success stories in the Porthole to Justice, and the children and families and everybody that tunes into the show, and my own experience as a survivor. I mean, my experience with my son, it wasn't my only experience. I'm also what some call, I'm an awakened person or an empowered individual. So I'm often targeted, if you will. So I like to keep my skills sharp, and this helps me do that. And also there's a niche here that desperately needs to be filled, not just by myself, but by others. And we need more success stories. We need more, because there's so many incredibly sad stories out there, especially with, I think people are finally awakening to just how bad this situation is with the children. We for long periods of time, many years, there was not a platform or a voice out there really for this type of topic. And I think the silence, or the deafening silence by so many, is what has allowed this to reach the crisis levels that it has. And it's a crisis. Our children are our future. And to me, there is no other important work. So I've decided that I love doing what I'm doing, and I'm designing it as I'm going along. And it's working out quite well. So that, and I guess, let's see. Let me go and see what are the hot topics in the Porthole to Justice. My internet's been so funny today. Okay. Well, we have, the case that I'm working on with little Sarah Knight. She has been returned to the custody of her father. And this is disturbing to a lot of people, and I understand that. But what's more disturbing is, to me, is how the state of California has failed this child. Not just in a sense that they've placed her with a registered sex offender, full custody with a registered sex offender, but they have failed her medically for 4 years. She's been medically neglected for 4 years, and the courts are aware of this. So that's the top story. And let's see, everybody's commenting on that. And I am working diligently, guys. I'm working very hard with Mom. And mom is a wonderful mom. And I took a lot of precautions in investigating this case before I actually took it on. And I guess what's disappointing to me is that a judge failed to do his due diligence on the case. And but everybody's human. We all, I don't want to say too much about that because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I did speak with his secretary, but he has not called me back. So there's that, and then we also had the Zeph report today, which was an excellent show today, podcast. I encourage you to subscribe to the Zeph report on Spreaker.com. Very encouraging, good words there. Awesome show. I listen to it every day while I'm working. It keeps me going. And you can also subscribe to my show, The Porthole to Justice. You can subscribe on Spreaker.com. And it's just a really fun place because you can tune into all these different broadcasts. And it's a refreshing alternative to regular broadcasting and television programming. So with that said, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap this show up, and I just wanted to check in with everybody. I don't have a guest today, but hopefully we'll be coming back to you with some better news with some of the cases that we have in the Porthole to Justice. All right, guys, everybody, we will be back. I'm going to eat into Gym Stars. Bye.